anytime you have an interracial couple where, you know, one person's black, the other person is non-black, the word is going to come up. You know, the N word is going to be a discussion in the relationship. And so, but yeah, it was very heartbreaking, tough decision. We never thought we would be in this situation, and we hope that this will help other couples in this same situation. Hi you guys, before we get started with today's video, I just want to take time to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are not already currently subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button right now. Also, you guys, I do have another channel called Brandy TV, and I am on patreon.com. Navigate to the first comment to check that out. You guys, please like the video. It's free, it's easy. Like the video. Also comment on the video. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say, especially on today's video. Now let's get into this topic. So today, you guys, today is a very special video. Today, we're going to be talking about my appearance on the show Family or Fiancé Season 3 on the OWN network. If you don't already know, yes, I made an appearance on the show Family or Fiancé, and we're going to talk about that today. We actually filmed the show 8 months ago, so I'm going to add the link to the full show in my description below, so feel free to watch the full episode. But basically, the show, if you don't already know, the show is about, you know, two people and their families, two people who are engaged, coming together under one roof to discuss their concerns. You know, each family discuss their concerns over the bride and the groom. And, you know, at the end of the show, they come to a conclusion if they, you know, receive their family's blessing to get married, if they can, you know, overcome their concerns during the show. So my fiance and I decided to go on this show. So my fiance and I had a big issue about him not wanting to have children. I wanted to have children. So we wanted to go on the show because we wanted, you know, we wanted the advice from our families. We wanted the advice from the, you know, from Tracy, the show's therapist. And we wanted to really see if we could work through our family's concerns, our own concerns. And, you know, we figured maybe it'll help another couple that's going through the exact same thing we are. So what I'm going to be doing today is reading through a couple of tough, very tough comments, because you guys were ruthless, okay, in that comment section. But I'm gonna take time to read through some of the tough comments, and I'm going to be replying to them today. So here we go. I don't know why they are together if one wants a child and the other doesn't. So you guys, when I first met Akin, as you probably have seen on the show, you see me talk about how, you know, I asked him literally on the first date if he would have more kids, and he said yes, okay? And from there, our relationship just kind of blossomed and bloomed, and our relationship got really strong after him telling me that he did want to have kids, because that was something that was important to me on the very first meeting. Because if he had said he did not want kids, then I would have been like, okay, deuces, we're gonna be friends. But that's not what happened, you know? So, you know, I was already invested. Once he said he would have more kids, from then on, I was like, okay, let's do this, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what happened. Everyone had the right to change their minds. The problem is that it wasn't communicated properly. A lot can change in 2 years. You can't base the now off of the first date. You have to be real with yourself. If this was a real deal breaker, she should have said it and move on the first time he changed his mind. I get it. 2 years invested, but staying too long, knowing there is no common ground, would be even worse. That was a little tough to read, okay, but it's real. It's a real comment. I get it. You know, it's criticism, and it's fair. But, you know, 8 months into the relationship, you guys, Akin told me the devastating news that he did not want to have any more, you know, that he didn't want to have children, okay? He didn't want to have any more kids. He already has a son. That was devastating, you know? But he also said that he might, okay? And the only reason why he didn't is because, you know, he still had things he wanted to pursue. And he was actually, you know, while we were having that discussion, we were, you know, I was like, okay, let's talk through this, you know what I mean? Because I loved him, you know? So I'm a fixer by nature. I like to fix things in a relationship. So I'm like, how can we make this work? I love you, you love me, this is what I want. How can we come together? So me saying that, you know, me trying to kind of work through it, and him saying that might, you know, he was like, okay, I have X, you know, X, Y, and Z that I want to do. I have these goals that I want to achieve. So me, I'm thinking, okay, we can do that. I mean, I don't see him, you know, for me, I was like, okay, I don't see you not achieving those goals and then us having a baby if things are successful. So that's where my mindset was. You know, as long as he was saying it might happen or I could possibly, if I get X, Y, and Z done, that was the whole thing about that. So that's why I held on. I can definitely understand why he doesn't want to have another child. His son is damn near grown. It takes a lot to raise a child. When a person tells you they don't want kids, you should believe them. If you want kids, you should find someone that wants what you want. Another tough comment to read, another, you know, very critiquing comment. But, you know, I will say this, yes, his reasons for not wanting to have another child, they're very valid, okay? The fact that he already had a son, he would have to start completely over. The fact that he had, you know, his career goals and everything, those were all valid reasons for him not to have you know, another child. And, you know, but it's so easy to say, yeah, just leave him and go find somebody else. It's not that easy, you guys. It's not that easy to just, you know, I could have gone and had a baby with anybody, you know, but like, I'm very picky and it's not that easy. And you guys may think, you know, oh, it's, you know, it's so easy to walk away. Well, guess what? I never thought in a million years I would be in this situation. And it's so easy looking from the outside in, you know, what you would do, but you have no idea what you would do if you've never been in this situation before. So I asked for grace on that, and, you know, and people saying, oh, she should have just left him, she's dumb for staying with him, whatever. But guys, I had never gone through this before. I never thought that I would be in this situation, so I really did not know how to handle this. And people change their minds all the time, you know? So it's kind of like, give me some grace here a little bit, okay? When a sugar baby wants a baby, ma'am, you know that was not a part of the arrangement. Sugar daddies only want sugar, not a child. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I had to laugh at this. And you know what? It was an honest comment, and if I were looking at this situation, you know, me being the viewer, looking at, you know, a younger woman dating an older man, I probably would have felt the same way. But guys, this was not a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation whatsoever. I've always liked older men, you know. I've always liked older men. So, you know, and Akin and I care for each other. It definitely was not an arrangement like you guys are saying. Totally not, okay? Next comment. She was excusing his disgusting behavior of saying the N-word until he said he didn't want babies, not feeling her for that. Okay, so you guys saw a 40-minute, you know, gathering of a discussion. Okay, I was not excusing anything. Akin does not use the N-word. Basically what happened is, anytime you have an interracial couple where, you know, one person's black, the other person is non-black, the word is gonna come up. You know, the N-word is going to be a discussion in the relationship. And so, you know, it was a situation where I told my mom a story, right? Not that he uses the N-word or calls me the N-word or any of that. It was a story of two individuals having a discussion amongst themselves regarding the N-word. And she took that, my mom took that as he says the N-word, and that's totally not the case. So it was basically a miscommunication with that. I mean, I didn't explain that on the show because we didn't want to dwell on the N-word, okay? Because that's not what we were there for. But that was pretty much the breakdown of the situation of that. And yeah, the temper tantrum that I threw at the table was because, you know, I'm not a liar, and I was being called a liar, and I didn't like that. And of course, anybody would get upset if somebody's repeatedly calling you a liar because they are upset too. You guys have been in an argument with your significant other before. You know how it is. So of course, both of us were kind of, you know, at each other during that time because we were both upset. We're both emotional at the situations at hand. So can you give me a little bit of grace on that, please? All right, comment 6. Akin seems like a nice, kind man. He has a right to defend himself vigorously against the use of such a hateful word. Brandy didn't explain the situation or context in which the N-word was used, so we don't have enough facts to make a judgment on this. I like Brandy. I hope she moves on quickly, is happy, and has a baby soon. And you guys, you know, I just explained the N-word situation, but, you know, Akin absolutely had a right to defend himself. And you guys have to understand, we didn't know our family's concerns, okay? We found out what their concerns were on the show. So everything was real. Like when my sister was like, you know, I have just been made aware that you use the N-word. We're both like, what the, you know? Like, so you guys, we had no idea that this was going to be brought up as a concern, but it was brought up and we didn't want to dwell on that situation. So now you guys know what the situation was, as I explained in the prior comment or the prior discussion. Tracy shouldn't have blew over the use of the N-word. He needs to be held accountable and accept his part in the hurt he's caused. Akin needs to be held accountable also, not just Brandy. And yeah, you guys, you know, as Tracy said, the N-word is very explosive, and the reason she blew over it was because, you know, like I said before, we didn't want to dwell on that word because we didn't come to the show for that. We came to the show to kind of hash out the baby situation. Akin doesn't use the N-word, so that's the reason why, you know, we had to stress that, so we didn't want to dwell on it. So I'm glad the way they edited the way that they did, because it kept the focus on the baby and not on the N-word. And you know, I think I saw another comment where it said, you know, once my family blasted Akin for the N-word, you know, he kind of got a little bit cold. And I know you guys saw, you know, that I saw some comments saying that he was being very cold, being very distant. He, you know, does he really love Brandy? He was never in love. Akin is the sweetest, most caring, you know, person. We absolutely loved each other, and you know, just like anybody else, you know, if your family's, you know, lashing out at someone and they're saying, you know, hey, you did this, this, and that, and they know who they are, and they are kind of attacking his character, he will defend himself. And so that's what you saw. Am I missing something, or is the groom's friend way younger than him, just like the fiance? Y'all are so shady, okay? I saw the comments about, okay, that situation, but Aaron is actually my really good friend, and I introduced Akin and Aaron to each other, and Aaron and Akin became close. They became friends, but Aaron was my friend initially. So just, you know, so you guys know that. Last and final comment. This was heartbreaking because you can tell that they really love each other. God bless them both, and may they both find what they're looking for in this life. I so appreciated that comment. You know, we absolutely did love each other, and it was a, you know, real situation. It was really, really tough for both of us. But yes, we are both on our journey to find exactly what we need and what we are both looking for as individuals. But yeah, it was very heartbreaking, tough decision. We never thought we would be in this situation, and we hope that this will help other couples in this same situation. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Hi guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm creating for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.